welcome back. We are here, alarmingly mediocre, with a new game for us to play after a slight delay from our Resident Evil playthrough. We are going to be playing Call of Cthulhu. And I have only played maybe the first hour of this game ever before, so this is going to be a brand new experience for me. Hopefully it's a little scary. Hopefully it's a good story. We'll find out together. We're in Boston, 1924. Enter madness. Dun, dun, dun. If I am mad, it is a mercy. May the gods pity the man who in his callousness can remain sane to the hideous end. H.P. Lovecraft. Dun dun dun. Like, it moves when I stand still, but if I walk, it moves weirdly. Light up some items in order. Hurricane lamp. Nice. Bolt cutters. Just what I needed. Story-driven game. I think we have a lot of cutscenes.
My way, hold along. Fate inescapably draws you on. What a putrid offering. Don't fight. You have been chosen.
Slow run, but okay. I'll take it.
Behold! Everything has already been written.
Faceless man.
But perhaps you will attempt to change your destiny.
That's a nightmare. Oh no.
I hate whiskey.
Bad whiskey dreams. Isn't there nothing? Oh, consult diary. My private detective agency contracted to the Wentworth Detective Agency. After the Great War, I decided to set up in Boston, where there's no lack of work for guys like me. One small-time case follows the other. Adultery, settled scores, disappearances that are not actually disappearances. The old office couch is less comfortable than a real bed. I should probably get rid of these empty bottles, but this place is mine for the moment. Inventory. Got an old lighter. Some skills. Definitely getting that up. I think I've already decided during this playthrough, I'm trying to get some occult, hidden, and investigation. These are going to be my three main ones. really want to do the creep stuff, so I want to know this. I want to piece the thing together.
The Wentworth Agency doesn't attract top-notch cases. I used to be an avid reader. Been too long since I've slept in a bed. I wonder why I still take these things. Married woman runs off with her girlfriend. The husband couldn't understand it. A good old story of blackmail in a speakeasy. Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology. I should get rid of all this stuff.
How would we get rid of our cool map? Let's turn the radio off here. It's a little loud.
Been a while since I jotted down something other than my nightmares.
My journal. Sanity. Ah, nightmares. Interesting. Knowledge. You already said that there's not a lot of expertise proof against you. Okay, suggest cases. I'm not gonna drink.
I'm listening.
Are you Edward Pierce, private investigator contracted by the Wentworth Detective Agency?
That's correct.
Hello, Mr. Pierce. I'm Lucy Sherifield, in charge of investigators over at Wentworth. I'm calling because of a problem with your file. A fire has destroyed some of our documents.
Is that right?
I'm so very sorry, but I have to collect your personal information yet again.
Time to put point. Okay, 8 points available. 4 to get to the next level. 6 to get there. And 2 for spot hidden. I think we're gonna start with spot hidden and occult. Get that level up. We've got some stuff here. Can work on this. That's gonna take a while. Ooh, 2 CP left. 6 for that. Throw some in here. That's not bad. Strength, medicine. Get books for that stuff, I think. Eloquence, psychology. Okay, we're gonna validate.
Thank you
Yes.
for this information, Mr. Pierce. Our files will soon be up to date. And on a related matter, may I raise a sensitive question?
What's wrong?
As you know, we wish to closely monitor the progress of our contractors. And it would seem you've been accepting fewer new cases.
Work is scarce.
Mr. Pierce, you know as well as I do, there's never been more investigative work than now.
But are those cases worth it?
They're worth not losing your license. Show yourself worthy of the Wentworth Detective Agency, and we might keep you on the payroll. Mr. Pierce, you used to...
What a jerk. Oh my god.
I'm coming.
I didn't hear a knock. Crazy.
Sir, I came here on the advice of a person whom I hold in high esteem, and I must say that I expected anything but a drunkard's lair.
I didn't have a drink in my whiskey.
You're free to leave anytime, sir.
Do you know to whom you speak?
Stephen Webster, industrialist and art collector. All of Boston knows you.
Tell me, Mr. Pierce, are you capable of handling a new case, or are you simply a deadbeat inebriate?
If you come to me, it means you're desperate.
Nobody believes me. They take me for an old fool.
Probably because
Sarah, my little girl,
we'll find out.
she is dead. Even you must know of her. She was Sarah Hawkins.
The painter? Yes. Everyone knows her work.
The police accuse her of killing her family. They all died in a fire. Sarah, her husband, and Simon, my grandson.
I can't do anything for a woman who is already dead.
Find out the truth. They say she was mad, but I know that's a lie. She would never have done such a thing.
But if you have no proof...
I've brought all that I have.
What do you do
Look.
with no proof?
I want you to look carefully. carefully at this painting.
Creep painting.
Tell me all the assumptions that come to mind.
What am I supposed to find?
It's
Tell
my
me-
dream.
Tell me if this is the work of madness. Or if, on the contrary, you manage to detect some logic, a rationality to follow so that I may understand it.
Is that all you want from me?
Yes, please.
All right. I'll look at your picture. That's all you've got? The painting?
I placed a file on your desk. It contains everything I have on the affair.
A warehouse on Darkwater. Some sketches of the Hawkins family. Rather thin.
6. Says that the fire started in the dining room, claimed the whole family. The police decided on a domestic accident, but they nevertheless insist on Sarah Hawkins' mental frailty. Why? A press cutting an article written about the marriage of Sarah and Charles Hawkins, a businessman from the island of Darkwater. They live a recluse life there with their only son, Simon. Got the file. Clues. Let's take a look at this.
What's this symbol on the man's chest? It's as if Sarah Hawkins breathed a message into it.
So, Mr. Pierce, what do you make of these elements?
The meaning could be exactly as it appears. I think your daughter is sending you a message.
That's what I believe, too. It was 3 months ago that I received the call from the police telling me of my daughter's death. And yet a short while after, this painting was delivered to my home. The painting is linked to this case, can't you see?
Obviously.
You must find the meaning
Connections.
behind all this.
Connections.
The sender's label mentions Warehouse 36.
That's right. It came with Sarah's last painting.
And you think your daughter could have been the sender?
That is what you must find out. Go to Darkwater. Find Warehouse 36.
That I shall.
You must tell me if what the police suggest about the mental state of your daughter is true.
No. Sarah had visions. Everyone knew that. She never would have hurt a fly. She only thought she saw things.
Saw things? What do you mean by that?
I never knew what she meant by that. My daughter was an enigmatic figure, Mr. Pierce. You must find out the truth about her life and death.
And by God, I will.
I think I'm beginning to understand.
I'm willing to do anything for my daughter to recover her honor.
Quiet down. I'm on your side. Let's sum things up. An artist dies with her family in a house fire. Your only clue is a sort of promontory painting sent from Darkwater right before her death.
Correct. And the rumors about her supposed folly.
Which you don't totally deny.
Find that warehouse. Find out the truth regarding Sarah Hawkins' death. You'll be handsomely compensated.
All right, I'll take the case. I'll go to Darkwater and look into the death of your daughter.
Thank you, Mr. Pierce. I didn't expect any less coming from a man in your situation.
How rude.
Something's
Nice
queer.
joke.
But it's not like I have a choice.
It's all off.
Darkwater. I think I've got a book on the North Atlantic. I'll no doubt find some information on this island in there.
Definitely find out information. Let's look at our journal. Darkwater. Stephen Webster. Charles Hawkins. He's a ship owner. Dead. Sarah Hawkins, a painter. Dead. Simon, age 11. He's a schoolboy and he's dead. No. An occult painting. Okay. Intuitive and visionary artist for some, overpriced imposter for others. Sarah Hawkins leaves no one indifferent. This mysterious and reserved painter offers strange images. Where did I just... Then with violent colors and wild strokes for the world. For painting or testimony to her visions of the world and Sawyer's portal open to other dimensions. Da-da-da. Clues. Got the painting.
the lost battalion. Holding your position and obeying orders. That isn't courage. I used to be an avid reader.
I sure used to be. This is learning of medicine. Perfect. Medicine progression. Nice. Any other items to pick up? Not drinking the whiskey. I don't think I'm going to drink this playthrough. I saw that there was an achievement.
I should get
for
rid
it,
of all this stuff.
and we're
Natural
who
sciences,
knows,
linguistics,
as this
archaeology.
investigation continues, I have to become
Darkwater is off the coast of Boston. But I've never heard of it. According to this book, it was often mentioned during whale hunting times at the end of the 19th century. But it seems to have been shunned since then. All I have to do is go to the port. I just hope that I can find a boat able to take me to Darkwater.
Close up these drawers before leaving. Everything seems in order. Let's go. Pierce took the Hawkins case. The cursed artist is accused of having caused the fire that killed her and her family. As the only clue, she left a rather disturbing painting on the shipping label and address. A warehouse set on the docks of the island of Darkwater. The place seems to be the starting point for Pierce's investigation. I'm sure my accent will change as we play more. It can't be the same. That'd be too easy. Not mediocre enough. Cigarette already looked lit, but whatever.
We're almost there. That's just a distraction. We're not on this. Oops. Nice big town with green lights. Stay on board. There's guys coming to unload. Welcome to Darkwater Island, Mr. Pierce.
Why, thank you, Captain Fitzroy.
So, what wind brought you?
Does the Hawkins case mean anything to you?
A sad story that we would all prefer to forget.
This looks like crap.
Charles Hawkins may have been a landlubber, but he was a good man.
And his wife, Sarah Hawkins.
A nice young woman, and a great painter. What a tragedy. You know what? Go have a drink at the Stranded Whale. What you need is a good pick-me-up. Mitchell may not be very welcoming, but his bar holds a surprise for you. As for me, you'll find me at the Harbor Master's office. If it's the Hawkins family that brings you here, I have a pile of documents that should interest you.
Understood. I'm going for a look around the docks.
Perfect. Alright. Pierce. Oh, I got one available again already. That's nice. The spot hidden, because that's going to be important. Dark water, places. Island, dark water port. I'm not going to read everything because there's definitely a lot of freaking reading. Talk to Bradley. Where's Bradley?
Let the police do their work.
Dead whale.
Hey, Sullivan. Can't you go any faster?
The blood is just beginning to coagulate. It died a short time ago. Only a specialist would know what killed it.
Don't put that beast back in the
Probably
water,
not
you
high enough to
shysters!
figure
You're
that out.
crazy!
What could have done so much?
Yeah.
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters! You're crazy!
The same goes for you, sir. Move along.
I'm looking for this address. Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
Ah. And so who are you?
I didn't introduce myself. Edward Pierce, private detective.
In any case, it's not very important. I can't answer that.
You can't? Or you don't want to?
Oh, no. I'm not getting into those games, me. Now, please, allow me to do my job.
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters! You're crazy!
They're cops. They can't understand.
Damn stupid idiots!
It's crap. What's going on down here?
Can we sort this out? You can see he's half drunk.
There's nothing to sort out.
There's nothing for you here either.
Wanted to stir
Beat
us up.
it.
But you can stay to watch if you want.
Let's go to the bar.
Prohibition is just a joke around here. That suits me fine.
Suspect to have a drink. Jesus.
Hey, be careful.
Nice.
Let's get him another drink. He's dry.
In my bar, we don't serve troublemakers.
Guy didn't show respect. You're overdoing it. Eloquence. Test strength.
You saw it just like me. That bum deserved a lesson.
Yeah, but he's a regular, and you're not.
I can see that you and I are off to a bad start. I'm here for information, not for a fight.
I prefer it that way. Speak then. I reserve the right to answer or not.
The stranded whale. I guess this bar has been here a long time.
What can I tell you? I'm a nostalgic sort of guy. The name, it reminds us of the golden age of dockwater, when our whalers left for long months and came back sweating and stinking of the oil and flesh of the whales they'd been hunting.
It was a tough time, all the same.
Ah, but steeped in glory. We've never known such wealth since then.
What can you tell me about her?
We all knew she was famous on the mainland for her paintings. Never understood why. Then, I don't want to speak ill of the dead.
Her vision. Was it so terrible?
Way I see it, the truth is really a question of point of view.
What do you mean by that?
Do you still trust the truth after a bottle of whiskey?
Her style made her famous. How would you describe it? Torture?
Yeah. Well, it wasn't normal. I mean, for a young woman with a child and all that. We saw them in the papers and we said to ourselves, who can paint such things? Is that how she sees the world?
So they made you feel uncomfortable?
You need to see them for yourself. Make up your own mind.
I'm sure I will.
I've got what I need.
Anything else?
What can you tell me about her?
We all knew that.
I've got what I need.
Anything else?
The stranded whale.
What can I tell you? The name, when I went...
It was a...
Return. There we go.
Do you know where this place is? Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
The Hawkins warehouse. I see, yeah. If I were you, I wouldn't hang around there.
Why not?
First off, there are rumors. Sailors from around here say you can hear noises coming from the warehouse at night. Screams, that sort of thing.
Screams?
And that's not all. There's the fate of its owners and all the superstitions that go with it. But I'll say no more.
Of course.
Anything else?
I think that's it. I don't care about the no prohibition thing.
That'll be all for now.
Alright. We got some info. What's over there?
And then he said, "You have no right to treat us like this."
The miraculous catch. Apparently, the most significant event of the last 80 years.
We returned support to save Darkwater from famine. We had given up hope the crew of the Scylla were remains of it returned to Darkwater port late on Tuesday afternoon. Locals immediately rushed to the docks to welcome the last whaling ship on the island. People were amazed at the sight of the unbelievable catch the brave vessel had on board. Of a size that went beyond the formidable toothed whale cetacean that is already being called the miraculous catch. Covered the whole deck and parts of it were hanging over the side of the ship. Surviving sailors told a frightening account of the perilous catch, but also of its meat, unmatched in its quality of plentiful, nutritious benefits. There is no doubt that the immense size of this whale will allow numerous inhabitants of Darkwater to feed themselves, bringing an end to famine from which the island is suffering. Warehouse for rent. Special evening at the stranded whale.
What did he say?
He laughed.
This is part of it. Part of the occult. Interesting. Stranded whale. And we've got Roy Mitchell, owner. Clues. So we did have a clue here. Knowledge. Inspect. Can't do anything with those. Very interesting.
Nightmares. Can hear things and voices whispering. Will follow its reader and appear at various locations, gifted with its own consciousness, until it finds a new reader.
Do you like our song?
We're true sirens.
We may not be pros, but we give it all we've got.
That's true. It's a reminder of the time when we were still fishing for whales off Darkwater Island.
I've never heard this song before.
Only people from here know it. It tells the story of the miraculous catch.
I saw the newspaper clipping. You don't believe it, do you?
Watch what you say, young man.
That catch saved our island.
Ah. Where's the proof?
We're the proof.
Without it, the whole of Darkwater would have died of hunger in 1847.
It's true. Everything happened just as it says in the newspaper report. Our grandparents tasted its flesh.
And it was delicious.
What brought whaling to an end?
The whales, of course.
They all disappeared.
You exhausted the stocks.
Probably ate
You
some
could say
alien
that,
entity.
yes. There were fewer and fewer of them.
Until the last, the biggest.
The one of the miraculous catch.
Exactly.
I bid you farewell, gentlemen.
Good night, stranger.
So long.
If I had the wings of the girly boys, I would play them in the fire.
Suck these weirdos.
What you looking at, stranger?
Rude.
I've rarely seen a woman who can hold her liquor so confidently.
What gives you the right to judge me?
Ah, it was a compliment.
So what? Let me drink, stranger.
Okay.
I told you to beat it.
Jesus. What a jerk. She's so mean. I feel dejected.
Charles Hawkins was a heavy drinker. And a debtor. Interesting.
Let's talk to Fitzroy. We go in, take a look around the edge here. Nothing of interest. Just rifle through his things.
I wonder what Captain Fitzroy has got to say about this woman, Cat.
Terms of our agreement are clear. Keep your men under control. You cannot afford to provoke us. You need to answer this message. Just make the payment to the carrier. Threats, huh?
Broken. This place seems half abandoned. Fishing equipment. Could do with some rust remover.
The privy?
A souvenir from a more prosperous era. I guess this blackboard hasn't been wiped for more than 70 years. The Scylla. It finished up beached at the entrance to the harbor.
Learning of Medicine Volume 2. Nice. So what's upstairs, huh? All these green candles.
This man and Fitzroy could be twins.
Perhaps they are. Nothing there.
What a macabre souvenir.
Alright, let's talk to Fitzroy. See what he's got for us.
I've brought out the Charles Hawkins cargo manifests. They're on the table next to you. But in truth, you're likely to be disappointed. When you're done, come join me on the deck.
These manifests are signed by Charles Hawkins. But that's all I'll get from them.
The rest of the document's blacked out. Who would want this information to be hidden? Dun dun dun. Okay, we've got our clues. Knowledge. More medicine stuff. There you are.
From here, I see everything that goes on in the harbor. The hard-working lives of my sailors, the fights at the stranded whale. Even the antics of these wharf rats don't escape me.
It's you who lays down the law around here.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I'm just the last serving captain on Darkwater. Tell me what I can do to help you.
Right.
Your manifests have been blacked out. They're totally unreadable.
Yeah, I saw that. I've got no idea who did it or why. I don't remember having countersigned anything special enough for someone to hide it.
And why obliterate the dates, as well as the goods stored in the warehouse?
You mean that the dates have some meaning?
I'm surprised Charles Hawkins had goods to store, knowing that whaling stopped in 1847.
I see that you're interested in the history of our island. Indeed, maritime activities ceased altogether at the end of the last century. I imagine that the Hawkins family had other types of contracts.
But you don't know with whom?
No, it was none of my business.
I'm looking for Warehouse 36. Do you know where it is?
Look, it's right there. The warehouse is opposite the jetty. You can't miss it.
Understood.
You know who the building belongs to, don't you?
It belonged to the Hawkins family.
Precisely. Ship owners from father to son.
I think that somebody here wanted me to search this warehouse.
Let's talk about Darkwater.
I was looking at your photograph. One of the man in front of the boat.
Ah, yes, I can see the one you're talking about.
Interesting resemblance. I thought it was you, but with a wooden leg.
And for good reason. That's my father in the photograph.
Your father?
John Fitzroy, captain of the Scylla. His wooden leg is here. You can go and see it if you're interested.
The miraculous catch. Is it a local legend?
Not at all. It's an episode from our glorious past. Go read the story of the sailor's return to Darkwater Harbor. It's displayed on a wall of the stranded whale.
I'm just back from the wharves. The dead killer whale is unsettling the sailors.
Ah, yes. Us men of the sea are superstitious folk.
Killer whales don't have many known predators.
That's true. And normally, they're not found around here. But, you're gonna take me for a fool.
Give it a try.
Have you heard about the depths? Trenches that plunge into the earth and that shelter creatures unlike any other.
You're talking about mythology.
Ha! Indeed, you're right.
The police took the decision to put the killer whale back into the sea.
You've got to understand them. They didn't know what to do with it.
I think that was a mistake. Who says that whatever caused those wounds is no longer in these waters?
You think we should have kept it?
To look into the real cause of its death, at least.
Okay, who is Cat?
I found a threatening letter, signed by a certain Cat.
What? I don't mind you visiting my harbor master's office, but I'd prefer if you didn't go through my affairs.
Are you being blackmailed?
Not exactly, no. That shyster wants to make us pay protection money.
With any success?
I wouldn't say that, but she terrifies my men as much as her own.
Can you not do anything to stop her?
Don't you worry about that.
Then I won't. Let's talk about Darkwater. Oh, I did that. Oops.
I shall be on my way.
So come back and see me when you've got something new.
Absolutely.
Fishing equipment. Could do with some rust remover.
Play is. See if something new comes up since he's talked about it.
What a macabre souvenir.
Journal check. Pierce. We've got one more point. Can put it back in the spot hidden, or maybe investigation. So represents your knowledge of the occult. Improve the skill to increase your chances of determining the use and origin of occult artifacts and expressing your knowledge of the myth. Objects discovered in the environment. Okay. So that beginning thing is like sort of related spot hidden or investigation. Spotting so go to get that up a little bit. Or did it not say must continue our journey to Warehouse 36. Looks like that's it's here now. That guy's there. Can I talk to him?
You saw what happened with those sailors. Don't hang around here unless you want trouble with the bootleggers.
I've seen the kind of messages their boss sends. You're not scared of her.
Of course I am. Everyone's scared of that woman. She's not interested in small fry like me. You, on the other hand, nose around too much, you'll have dealings with her.
This warehouse looks abandoned.
No doubt a question of territory, but I ain't asking. You want to know more, go ask the captain.
Good. Thank you. I shall take my leave.
Is this the warehouse? Find hidden items. Spot hidden skill allows you to detect hidden items in close range. Once all these items are found, the detection icon will be grayed. A lever. It activates a mechanism.
A handle. It must come from these old winches. It looks like there's a way in under this grate. This ratchet device seems to be usable. A whale vertebra. If the newspaper clipping in the bar is true, this bone is a real fossil. I could use this old winch to lift the grating.
One more piece. That? No. That's there. Must be over here somewhere, right? It's a logical place to put something like this. Or not. And I'll probably spend like an hour looking for it because I'm blind. Okay, we got something from there. Pick that up. So this side should be clear. Once I exit, that goes away. Can't move that. Gotcha.
It should be possible to mount this cogwheel on the winch. Looks like everything is in its place. All I have to do is turn this handle.
Hopefully I'm strong enough. Looks creepy. Good place to go, obviously.
Smoke. It's coming from this oil. I hope it's not toxic.
One can only hope. lose it if I was completely unhinged.
This is primitive. Ugh, this place stinks.
Let's see. Mental trauma. Dun dun dun. Skills. We got another point. Let's put it in spot hidden. 50%. Dividing these up is going to be difficult. But, oh well. I wish I could get more in there. Escape. Did I place it? Perfect.
What is the connection between this place and the Sarah Hawkins case?
Wow. Alright. We are actually going to be stopping it here. Right as our investigation begins, we've made it to the island. Plenty of things to do. Please remember to like and subscribe, and to check out Cowfrog Gaming to continue their adventure in the quarry. They're doing a good job so far, so give them some support. Alright, until next time.